Round 2 is finally here. The storied rivalry between Reggie Miller and the Knicks of the 90s to Carmelo Anthony's 2013 Knicks against the Paul George-Roy Hibbert Pacers. These two teams have history, and this time they are both led by their star point guards. Both the Knicks and Pacers experienced Game 5 losses against the Sixers and Bucks respectively, before sealing the deal in a Thursday doubleheader. Although it took maybe longer than anticipated, they are now poised for a rematch of their exhilarating 2013 Eastern Conference semifinals matchup. Indiana emerged victorious in their 2023-24 season series with a 2-1 record, but it's worth noting that all three matchups occurred before the All-Star break. Both teams are significantly different from their last meeting. In a showdown of point guards, the two All-Stars, Jalen Brunson and Tyrese Halliburton, now face off with their seasons hanging in the balance. Brunson is poised to secure a top 5 finish in the MVP race, while Halliburton led the NBA in assists this year. Both players are strong contenders for all NBA team selections. Both Brunson and Halliburton are heavily responsible for their team's offensive success, but they take uniquely different approaches. Jalen Brunson has stepped up as one of the league's premier scorers, leading the Knicks to the second seed in the East, even with injuries to key teammates like Julius Randle, OG Anunoby, and Mitchell Robinson. Tyrese Halliburton is among the best passers in the league and pushes the offensive pace like no other. Throughout the season, Brunson has averaged an impressive 35.7 points against the Pacers, shooting at 49.4% accuracy and frequently earning trips to the free throw line, averaging 10 attempts per game. Conversely, Tyrese Halliburton emerged as Indiana's primary scorer against New York, averaging 19.7 points while also distributing 13.3 assists per game. But this series is really going to be a battle between the Knicks defense and the Pacers offense. Indiana rarely scored below 100 points, facing such a situation only once in 82 games. However, Milwaukee, despite not being known for their defensive prowess anymore, managed to limit the Pacers to 94 and 92 points twice within the first 4 games of their initial playoff series. Now, as for the Knicks, expect Coach Tom Thibodeau to closely study the defensive strategies employed by the Bucks, particularly their switching and cross-matching techniques. Every available tactic will be crucial, given that the Pacers scored 30 points or more in 8 of the 12 quarters played against the Knicks. Notably, Indiana's sharpshooters boasted a remarkable 47.6% success rate from beyond the arc and an overall field goal percentage of 54.6%. Disrupting Indiana's offensive flow will be paramount. Despite ranking second in the NBA in pace and averaging 16.6 fast break points, forcing the Pacers into a half-court game, isolating their players, and pressuring them against the shot clock will be key to throw them off balance and disrupt their rhythm. So, going into the series, who are the X factors? For New York, I think it's OG Anunoby. Known for his pesky defense and versatility, OG faced the Pacers only once, way back in November, when he was still with the Raptors. Following his trade to New York, he missed all 3 meetings due to injury. Despite undergoing elbow surgery, OG's presence significantly impacted the Knicks' performance, boasting a remarkable record of 20 wins and 3 losses with him in the lineup. In all 23 appearances, Anunoby maintained a positive plus-minus rating. It's likely he'll see minutes on the court against his former Raptors teammate, Pascal Siakam. Now, for the Pacers, Miles Turner is a key player to watch. With 32 playoff games under his belt, spanning 6 postseasons, he's the most experienced member of the Pacers roster. But this postseason marks his first time advancing past the opening round. Despite a subpar performance in the series-clinching game against Milwaukee, Turner showcased his scoring ability by averaging 22 points per game and shooting an impressive 47.4% from beyond the arc in the first 5 games. While he may not pose the same physical challenge as Joel Embiid did in the series prior, Turner's agility, 3-point shooting prowess, and ability to finish strong on fast breaks makes him a formidable threat. In their 6-game victory over the Bucks in the first round, the Pacers showcased exceptional ball distribution, boasting an assist-turnover ratio of 3.07, the highest recorded in any playoff series in at least the last 30 years. This achievement followed their impressive regular season performance, where they led the league in assist-turnover ratio with 2.38, marking the highest in the 47 seasons where turnovers have been tracked. Among the 20 players who have tallied at least 25 total assists in the playoffs, Siakam, Nembhard, McConnell, and Tyrese Halliburton each ranked at the top in terms of assist-to-turnover ratios. By efficiently managing possessions, the Pacers secured an average of 2.4 more shot attempts per game compared to the Bucks. In contrast, the Knicks' performance in ball security during their series against Philadelphia wasn't as good, but they still outperformed their opponent, especially in grabbing 37% of available offensive rebounds. And as a result, they enjoyed an average of 5.9 more shot opportunities per game than the Sixers, a significant increase from their league best differential of plus 3.9 per game in the regular season. While shooting remains a critical aspect of the game, the importance of gaining more shot attempts than the opponent cannot be overstated. This series may ultimately hinge on turnovers on one end of the court and rebounding on the other. Now, here's my prediction. While the Pacers' speedy offensive pace has been impressive, especially in the first round against the Bucks, I don't see it being so successful against New York. Brunson has been unstoppable, scoring an average of 35.5 points per game in the 6-game series against the 76ers, supporting players like Anunoby, Hartenstein, Josh Hart, and Dante DiVincenzo add toughness to the mix. My main concern for the Knicks is that Brunson so far is averaging 43.8 minutes per game, which is second to Josh Hart's 46.3 minutes per game and just slightly above OG Anunoby's 41.7 minutes per game. As expected, Coach Tibbs is working his players to the limit. Hopefully for New York, they don't get burned out. Who do you have winning this series, and in how many games? As usual, let us know in the comments, and please subscribe. Thanks for watching Sports Pantheon.